Hey, Billy boy.
You ready to lose some money, Gramps? I got a couple empty pockets.
They're empty from the threshing I gave you last week. Where's everybody else? You said 6, didn't you?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about something.
Sure, what's on your mind?
Well, with the baby on the way and everything, I could use a part-time job. I talked to Uncle Pete, and he said he could use some help.
The moving business.
I don't want a career, but the part-time will help. I don't know anything about the moving industry, and I really don't want to show up to work Monday looking like an idiot.
Well, the moving business is pretty much the same as any other business. It's a service that you provide. The most important element of a service industry is pleasing the customer, and 90% of that is simply respect. Respect for your customer, their possessions, respect for your co-workers, driver, your boss, and especially respect for yourself. It's pretty simple, really. The stories I could tell. You see, your Uncle Pete bought the business from me. I had it for over 20 years, so if you got questions, ask away.
Well, Uncle Pete said he was hiring helpers. I guess I'll be doing that. What do I need to know?
Helper, huh? You know what they do? Well, your basic function is to help the driver or lead person move the customer's possessions out of the house in a manner so that they can be placed properly within the moving van. Now, without good helpers, a move takes forever, and often the customer has to wait until everything's loaded before they can leave. Delays due to poor help creates bad situations. And there's situations that are easy to avoid with just a few good helpers who are prepared and know what they're doing.
Well, I want to make a good impression, so what do I need to know?
Well, like I said before, if you keep the word respect in the back of your mind, you'll do just fine. Respect the customer and their belongings, your fellow workers, your boss and lead person, and of course, yourself. Be prepared. Shower and look your best. Being a helper is an active job, so good hygiene will prove important once you start working. When you're at the home, you're representing the van lines, and first impressions are lasting ones. Now, the moving company's going to hire people that make good impressions, so wear clothing that won't offend the customer or put you in a bad light. And remember that you'll be working hard, so wear something comfortable but appropriate. Dress appropriately for the weather, too. You'll be spending time outside. Always keep safety in the back of your mind. When you're dressing, make sure your clothing won't scratch the items as you carry them out. For example, large ornate belt buckles, riveted jeans, wedding and other rings, and wallet chains shouldn't be worn.
Well, what about shoes?
Well, a comfortable pair of shoes are important. They need to provide support and protection as well as traction. Work shoes or tennis shoes work well. Just make sure that the soles are rubber so they grip the different surfaces that you encounter. Don't wear cowboy boots or ordinary street shoes. They're just too slippery. And no open-toed sandals either. One of the most important elements about making a good impression is your attitude. Remember that you're a valuable asset to the moving company. The drivers who haul the customer's goods cross-country rely on good helpers to assist them in the move. Local laborers are the backbone of the moving industry, but a good helper also knows his function, who he's taking direction from, and how he can best assist the customer in a smooth move. And don't forget respect. Be courteous and professional at all times. Now, the first thing you want to do when you arrive at the warehouse is to find the dispatcher. He'll introduce you to the crew you'll be working with.
Hi, I'm Bill. I'm ready for work.
Great. Well, let's go meet some of the crew and then we'll get started. Come on.
Tom Johnson?
Yes?
This is Bill. He's one of our new helpers. The other helper should be here soon, hopefully. Listen, Bill, do you know where the Jacobs Meadow Addition is? The one on Elm Street?
Yeah, my dad lives there.
Well, great. Since you know your way around the area, why don't you ride out there with our driver, Mr. Johnson?
Now, if you ride with the driver out to the house, respect the driver's truck. This is the over-the-road driver's home, so showing his home a little respect will gain you his respect. Wipe your feet before you get into the cab, and throw away your trash properly.
Bill, understand this is your first day on the job. Safety on this job is our #1 goal. For instance, entering the cab, I want you to use a 3-point stance. 2 hands on the handles, 1 foot on the steps, and climb on in. When exiting the cab, do not jump. I want you to exit the cab in the reverse order that you entered it.
Hey, I'm Nick, your helper. Sorry I'm late, but I had some errands to run. Now, I know the agency, they said $10 an hour, but I really need 12. I had some unexpected bills, and besides, I've got experience.
Never try to renegotiate your wages with a driver. It only makes for an uncomfortable situation for everybody. If there is a dispute, talk to your lead person, somewhere away from the customer and others. And once it's resolved, get back to work. Don't let the dispute affect your attitude.
I understand your situation, Nick, but all I can pay you is 10.
Fine, it was worth a try.
Once you arrive at the residence, make sure you're ready for work. Be courteous and respectful to everybody, especially the customer. Remember, you're a guest in their home. Never comment negatively about the customer's belongings. A good first impression will make your work a lot easier.
Okay, guys, let's get organized. The packers have already left. If you have any questions during the move, please ask me at any time. Remember, be respectful. Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Yes, I'm Tom Johnson.
Nice to meet you.
And this is my helpers, Bill and Nick.
Hi, gentlemen. Please come in.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, guys, let's get some base items out for the tier.
Base items?
Yes, base items are chest of drawers, dressers, articles like that. But before we get started, let's prepare the house for the move. Bill, I know this is your first day on the job. And before we get started, I want to point out the 3 different style pads we use when we're moving furniture. This is a heavy quilted pad used for heavy type articles, dressers, chest of drawers, items that have a high polish finish on it, so we will not, have any damage or anything taking place with them. We also have a space saver that can be used for lighter type wood articles. It is a burlap on one side, a moleskin on the other. We also have one more pad, and this is a burlap pad. And the burlap pad is burlap on both sides. It is not meant to protect the item we are wrapping. It is meant to protect the item from damaging other articles, such as garden rakes and lawnmowers, something coming out of the garage. Bill, you're going to be handling different types of cartons today. On each one of the cartons is going to be noted what the contents are, so handle them appropriately. This carton right here is a 4.5 cubic foot carton used for bedding and items like this. This carton here is a book carton, and basically is for books and very, very heavy type items. The carton underneath is a dish pack, china, lamps, etc. And the most common carton you'll run into will be the medium carton, and this is used for pots and pans. Bill, take this rug runner and run it from the entranceway into the heavy traffic areas. This helps protect the carpets. Nick, take these pads, and we're going to need to take and pad the door and the doorway itself. We use this type of pad to protect the furniture. We try to take and cover all exposed areas. We cover the top, the front, the sides. And once we've got the furniture padded, they'll help hold the pads on. We'll put a rubber band around it to ease in the carrying of the furniture going out and the pads staying in place. When you go to pick this up together, I want you to squat down. I want you to tip the article back so the drawers do not slide out, and carry it on out into the trailer. Bill, in this industry we have different types of dollies. This is a carton dolly. This dolly here is primarily used to move cartons from outside the house to the van. It is never used inside the house. The next dolly here is a refrigerator dolly. It is used to move appliances from the house into the trailer. When this dolly's in the house, always lay it down when not in use, and be very careful of the sharp edges down there for doorways and hallways, etc. The last dolly we got is a 4-wheel dolly. It's primarily used to move pianos.
Hey, can you believe that people actually pay to move some of this stuff to Utica?
Never comment negatively about the customer's belongings. A good first impression will make your work a lot easier.
Wouldn't go in there if I were you guys. Mama's cooking's backed up something fierce. Man.
Remember, you're a guest in the customer's house. Courtesy goes a long way. Being a helper is an important job, and if you keep in mind the word respect, you'll find the job to be rewarding. Respect for the customer, your fellow workers, and yourself. They all combine to show that you could be a valuable and trusted helper in the future. Do your best, work hard, be respectful.
Phil, hey, welcome back. I see you're ready to go. Could you ride out with our driver again and maybe help get things set up?
Yeah, Nick's not working today, is he?
No, Nick won't be working here anymore. Ho, we need someone here this Saturday. Is your schedule open?
I think so. Great.
Just remember what I said. Respect will not only get you far in the moving business, but anywhere you want to go. Now, empty those pockets and show some respect for your old grandpa here. I feel a lucky streak coming on.